Hi everyone, Joe Bananas here, and what we're going to check out today is the Zero Tolerance 0462 BLK, and the BLK is for black, obviously. So what we have here is essentially the same knife as the 0462, except for the 0462 came with red carbon fiber, satin blade, I believe satin hardware, and I'm not really sure, I should have looked it up, but I don't know the blade steel on the standard 0462, but the blade steel on this one is S35VN. So black DLC coating on the blade. I'm guessing the hardware as well. I know the lock, the titanium is DLC coated. Aluminum backspacer is also coated. It's pretty cool. And then of course you have this beautifully milled, let me adjust this here. You have this beautifully milled carbon fiber scale. It's gorgeous. The weave is awesome. Yeah, look at that. Just beautiful. I love it. So I'll give you some close-ups real quick. The design is from Dmitry Sinkovich, who makes his own custom knives as well, and provides a lot of designs for a lot of companies. Zero Tolerance and Dmitry Sinkovich have worked together quite a bit, and this design is, it's almost like a Tashi Baruka. It's how you can look at his designs and tell that it's a Tashi knife. You can look at this one and tell that it is very much a Sinkovich design. There's a close-up of the blade markings. So there's the model number, Kai USA, Sinkovich design. I got a low serial number on this one, which is pretty cool. Number 180. And of course the S35VN steel designation. It's pretty cool. You do have a lock bar insert with over travel. Pretty cool pivot. I haven't seen ZT use this pivot before, so it's kind of cool. That's nice to see something different like that. It's not a standard run-of-the-mill pivot that you see all the time. It's pretty neat. And the same pivot design on the show side. Black hardware, which is cool. It is reversible for left and right hand carry, but only tip up. There's our lockup. I would say, let me look. If I had to say, it would be around 20%. Beautiful knife. So I'll set this down here. Put this back in focus. There we go. And I'll give you a little size comparison with a Paramilitary 2. Everybody knows the size of a PM2. So very, very different shapes, as you can see. Somewhat similar size, I guess. The big difference would be that you have this forward choil on the PM2, which, it really allows you to choke up and get a hold of it. Due to this ZT being a flipper, obviously you don't have that unless they were to cut out one in the blade, but the ergonomics are still great on the ZT. I have large hands, like I've spoken about before, and it still allows me to get a really good purchase on it. Yeah, so we'll get this PM2 out of the way. It's my old trusty one. This knife flips insanely well. This is probably one of, if not the smoothest knife that I think I've ever really gotten out of the box. It's crazy. It just flips so well, and it's very, very smooth. I've done nothing to it. I've just opened it and flipped it a handful of times, and it's just so smooth. The cool thing about this too is I like this flipper tab. It allows you to push buttons or even light switch if you really wanted to. It doesn't stick out a whole lot. It's not very obtrusive. It's just kind of right there. It's I don't know how close I can get in on this. Yeah, that should do. It is rounded at the top right here, so it doesn't hurt at all. I mean, it doesn't hurt the finger at all. And it does have some jimping right there on the front. So it allows you to get a good little purchase on it. And it's super easy to flip. I mean, I'll take it apart. I know it's on bearings, but we'll take it apart in another video and show the inside, but it flips so well. Super, super light. Like in my unboxing video, I had said that the specs had it at 3.7 ounces, and I'm sure it's right there. It's so light. I mean, it's pretty slim. Show this again against the PM2. Pretty similar. Yeah, I'd say pretty similar at the thickest parts. Obviously, this is milled in. There's a chamfer around there, and obviously a large one right here. So it's thinner in some spots, but at the thickest parts, I'd say that it's very similar to the PM2. There's nothing really sharp anywhere on it. Everything's really rounded off really well. All the way around it, even on the titanium side. They did a really good job of making sure that it wasn't sharp anywhere in hand. I mean, it's just, even the flipper tab, you know, a lot of knives it's a great knife, and then you get to this flipper tab and it just destroys your finger after 3 or 4 flips. You almost have to build up a callus to it, but this is great. I'm glad that they didn't use their deep carry pocket clip. I hate, absolutely hate ZT's deep carry pocket clips. But that being said, and to be fair, I don't like deep carry pocket clips at all. So it was cool to see. It's just a bent clip. It's not a milled clip, but it works really well. It slides right in and out of my shorts just fine. The retention's good. And I was just happy to see them use this nice straight bent clip instead of a deep carry clip. I love it. Yeah. I really, really, really like this knife a lot. Yeah, buddy. It does get, it's got this swedge to it. So it is a little bit thinner right here where you would put your thumb, but it's still wide enough that it doesn't dig into your thumb at all if you were to use that as a push, you know, a push cut of some sort. They still left it thick enough on the spine to where it doesn't hurt at all. Great ergonomics. Yeah, I love it. Big, big fan of this knife. You know, every time I get a ZT, I think I say that it just gets a little bit better. You know, they get better and better each time. And, you know, kudos to ZT for, I guess, putting in the research and development and continuing to up their game, because they're doing a killer job. I think the last ZT that I bought was the 0920, which was the Les George design from the Harpy, and that knife was badass out of the box. It was a big knife, 4-inch blade, and you would never know it by carrying it. They lightened out everything on the inside of it, and I don't know if this one on the titanium side, yeah, they've even, I won't be able to show it on here, I don't think. It's a little too dark here on my porch. We'll see. Nah, I'm not going to be able to see it because the backspacer. But they did lighten this out on the inside, which is crazy. There's not a whole lot there anyway, because it's even milled. You know, you've got a chamfer kind of milled out here, but they still went in and milled out the inside of this to make it even lighter, which is crazy. You know, no liner on this side. It is a true slab of carbon fiber. It's not the Spyderco cheapy peel ply crap. This is real carbon fiber, so smooth. Just a beautiful knife. Did a great job on it. So yeah, this is just kind of a follow-up to my unboxing that I did. Wanted to show this off in a little bit better light and you know, give you guys a good look at it. I know that before I bought this, I looked on YouTube to see if there was any really good reviews of this knife, and there was quite a few of the 0462 with the red carbon fiber, but maybe only 2, 3, or 4 of the actual black version. So I figure why not? I'll do a video on this one and let you guys see it up a little bit closer. And you know, I'm not going over specs or anything like that. You guys can look those up yourself. But it's a decent sized knife. It's not huge, not small, just kind of right in the middle. But it is super light. That's why I wanted to point out the 3.7 ounces, because I thought that was pretty significant. But yeah, just a beautiful knife from ZT. I'm very pleased with it. I'm glad they made this this sprint run. Again, I don't know how many of these that they're making of the sprint run. You know, obviously with all sprint runs, Spyderco, everybody, they run a limited amount of pieces and then it's done. So if you do want this black version, I would suggest getting on it ASAP. You know, they may only run 1,000 pieces, or who knows, maybe less, more. I'm not sure. But it is a sprint run. It's not. It wasn't designed to stay around for a long time. So if you like this black version, get on it. Last I looked, Blade HQ is still sold out of them. GP Knives, where I got this from, has them in stock. I believe DL Trading has them in stock. And that's the only two that I really looked at. They're both the closest to me, with GP Knives being the closest. So that's who I ordered from. But yeah, get on this as soon as you can if you really want the all black version. I don't know if they're going to come out with another one. I like the all black. It's kind of like Batman's carry, you know what I mean? If Batman was to carry a badass ZT, I think this would be it. So yeah, man. I hope you guys like this video. Leave me a comment down below if you did. You know, share it with your friends if you want to. That'd be cool too. Still trying to get the hang of this YouTube thing. Hopefully I can get some new stuff coming in to show you guys and keep making these videos. I hope you guys like them. So that's about all I got for today. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend, and hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.